Hello everyone, welcome to another video from Ask Jam. This video, let's talk about the economy of the China right now, especially in the recent 3-4 years. Like the title said, China's golden age is over. I'm not the first one to bring this up to you. Actually, a few years ago, I think maybe 3 years, 4 years ago, YouTuber Sapenza titled this before. China's golden age is over. And that at that time it wasn't that clear to foreigners, and it wasn't even clear to Chinese. But in the recent 2 years, we can see clearly, especially this year, China's golden age is over. And despite that, I may have different opinions with Sapenza on some other issues, but this time he probably is right. I think he's right. China's golden age is over. And I'm Chinese. I live here all my lifetime, so I can personally feel it every day, every minute, every second. So what do you mean? Like, China, some people say like maybe COVID-19 is the reason for this, but statistically, China is doing a great job in containing this virus. China, on the rank, China is on the chart. China is ranked maybe like 110 in terms of the number of cases. Especially when you consider how many Chinese people we have. But so that COVID-19 is definitely not the primary reason for China's economic slowdown. I think even the word slowing down is underestimate, considering how the economy is right now. The economy to me is like the weather. The weather here today is very cold. We can name a few industries. Most industries you will see the slowdown, but in 2021, you will see many industries that are very, very affected, that bear the most part of the slowdown. Okay, let's for example, let's just say, let's take the example of the property market, the real estate industry. You may have you may have known that the Evergrande Group, one of the top 3 developer in China, now has what? 2,000, 3,000 billion debt, and most of the projects of Evergrande is in trouble. Now, Evergrande used to be one of the top 3 developers in China. So what in China, the developers, their money are from bank. So when they get a land, when they get the land, they will have the loan from the bank, and they will use the loan to, you know, it's basically it's like they're like an agency, and the construction work are done by the other party, by the third party, and they don't pay them um, upfront. They pay it, many of the times it is the construction teams that build. For example, this team, they build the do the construction work. The other do the how to say, maybe do the pipeline. Others do the electricity. Others do the water line. Others do the greenery. You have many other suppliers that use their own money to do the work for Evergrande, and they don't sell their apartments after they finish the project. They sell it after, sometimes even before, right before, even before the construction started. So this, the downfall of Evergrande will affect millions of millions Chinese people, and also Evergrande, they have their own like financial management products. Many people buy financial products from Evergrande, hoping that they will get a higher return in the future, but none of that came true when you consider when you see how it is right now. And this is not just for Evergrande. Most big Chinese developers now have trouble. Is that the population of China is going down. It's going down. It's not, every year the newborns are decreasing. So there will be not as many. There will be no demand in the future. For example, Shanghai, the population of Shanghai probably is shrinking. So who are you selling all these, not even houses, all these apartments, all these boxes to? So that is the real estate industry. Number two is, like, for example, what industry? Let's tourism, definitely. And I will say every country, the tourism is not doing well. That's not just the issue of China, but another industry like private training industry. In the middle of this year, there was a policy that outlaw all these for-profit after-school training schools, and in the future there will be less and less private schools in China. Most of schools will become public schools. This is a big industry in China. You probably don't understand this, if you are a foreigner. But training is quite a large industry in China, especially English training, subject training, training the kids, after school training. So right now, the government policy is that you cannot, the training school are not allowed to open on Saturdays and on Saturdays, on Sundays, and on holidays. And all the existing training schools, all the licensed training schools, most training schools, they are not proper licensed. If they are not proper licensed, they will have troubles. Many will be closed. For those licensed training schools, you have to change your license to for non-profit, and you have to pay a large sum of deposit to the government. So what it means is that basically they don't want you to exist. So all this training school used to be profit, and now you can't. You can't make money. So who will be there? So either you lose money or you make ends meet. That's what it means. So there will be a lot of layoffs in that industry. Okay. And if you talk to Chinese, you will see our wages are not going up for a long time. Even for me, it used to be like when I was in university, I used to translate for people on Taobao. At that time, I can pretty earn as much as I'm earning right now. So after 10 years, I'm still earning not low money, but especially right now, in this factory, the business is doing okay, but not great. And a lot of Chinese will say their salary has been stagnant for years. But the cost is increasing, the life of living, the cost of living is increasing. As China is becoming more and more, maybe, on the global stage, China is becoming more and more, maybe aggressive and isolated from Western countries. We will see and especially, because of the COVID-19, we will see that there will be less and less demand for Chinese products overseas, which will cause trouble for many Chinese companies, including the company I'm working for. We sell most of our wooden products overseas. Yes, that's what I have to say in this video. Hope you like this video. Thanks a lot. I'm out.